Welcome to the Beach Chair, where we talk about anything under the beautiful sun of La Union. From food, surfing, art, wellness, the community, and the people that make La Union your dream destination. Okay, so it's a special day today. We had so much fun in uh, one of our last episodes that we decided to bring back. Guess who?
Me!
Miss Kayla Bin.
Clap! Hi,
Okay,
thanks
hi
for
Kay,
welcoming.
welcome back.
Thank you.
So today Kay will be our co-host, and we invited one of we would say a transplant from Manila who moved here to La Union, Mr. JB Estrada. Yay!
Woo!
Okay, hi JB, welcome to the Beach
Hello.
Chair.
Hey guys.
Okay, so let's go straight. How did you move to La Union? Parang how did you end up here in La Union? What's your backstory?
Um how did I move here? I think it was in 2021. 2021, I had a birthday here. And
Was
I
it your first time in LU? First
no.
time. Ah, okay, okay.
I've been coming to LU for surf. And I didn't know of El Union before.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay,
would go
okay,
to
okay.
coffee library for coffee. And then
Oo.
that's I just really wanted to learn. And then I met Chloe
Mm, mm.
through a friend. And my first time or my first night in Shrine was Kay. I would always tell Kay. It was her
Oh,
and Ami.
sakto.
Yeah, it was her and Ami in Shrine, like vibing, sweaty. Wala
Dancing.
pang walls yung Shrine.
Yeah.
Oo.
And I'm like, wow, the vibe of LU is different. There's something about LU. And then fast forward to 2021. I had a birthday here. Sabi ko, why not stay for maybe like 10 days? And then I got to stay in Urbis Garden or Siesta. Yeah,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Kubo.
That's where you
And
stayed.
I wanted to share dance. And sabi ko, maybe I should do like a short or like a pop-up show. So I did a
Mm.
show and then people were receptive and I was like, wow, I think there's some creative energy here na
So,
I really
would you say
like.
you're a dancer by profession? And then you
Uh,
teach choreography or
I'm a dancer by craft or by
Okay.
hobby,
Okay.
by passion.
Mm, mm.
But I would also teach dance. Yeah.
So
I,
yung first 10 days when you moved here, it wasn't intentional na you'll be here long term. That you won't be
yes.
staying here
Yeah.
longer.
Sabi ko,
Mm.
after that show, I'll come back, stay for 1 month, and see
Wow.
from there. Tapos sabi ko, ano pa yun pandemic. So, everything
Oo.
was
Right in the middle of
postponed.
Yeah.
pandemic. Oo.
All my shoots were postponed. So, I'm like, I don't have anything in Manila. So,
Oo.
I'll
Yeah.
just stay here. It's better here. I have sea, I have like sun
And
and
you
nature.
can surf more.
And I can surf then.
Yeah. Why did you
Mhm.
do it slowly? Why didn't you just like dive in head first?
Uh, I think
Just
there
like
were a
what
lot.
Kay did. Oo.
Don't do that.
Hello, me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I didn't dive in right away because I wanted to make sure I would have the right people to
Mm.
connect with or latch myself into. Parang before I move into a space, I feel like that's important.
Yeah.
Parang the right connections, if the vibe is right,
Oh my
alam mo yun.
God, that's how you
Same.
should do it.
Not forcing things, if there's opportunity, sabi ko, my only deal breaker was if makahanap ako ng work that's
Mhm.
consistently going to pay me and feed me,
Mhm.
Mm,
cool,
mm.
sige, let's try.
Yeah.
But if not, then that's the sign. And then I found work.
Mm.
Okay.
Yun na.
Mm.
Parang on the third
Galing.
month of my stay, um, I dropped, I decided na. Sabi ko, I'm gonna move to La Union.
But do you still go back to Manila and do your I don't know, dance
Work.
lessons or
Yeah.
work? Do you still have stuff in
Mm.
Manila?
So prior to moving, I'm a producer. I still am, but now more minimal work
Oo.
na producing content, ganyan. Right now, I really wanted to minimize that because I just want a simpler life.
Oo.
So once in a while, I go back to do some work.
So
Yeah.
we also talk about it kay 'di ba yung community. So
Yeah.
JB also reiterated na parang yun talaga yung kailangan yung community.
Mm.
So uh more than finding something to do here, parang what really made you stay in La Union?
Hmm. I think it's the people for sure.
Mhm.
When I moved here, I felt that there were a lot of like-minded individuals who were really passionate about something, and they won't really mind each other, but they would support each other. Um, and I think that's something as a creative, uh, I felt like I wanted or never knew that I needed then. It, diba? Parang to be part of something or a group of people who are just like, no, I'm decided I want this life. This is working for me, and I'm staying here and I'll stick with it, diba?
Sakto kasi
That's right.
one of my thoughts parang whenever I see new people coming in is iba-iba yung wave ng mga nagmo-move
Yeah.
to La
Mm,
Union.
mm,
That's
So it
right.
started
Your
with
wave.
with us. So parang yung mga surfers na
right.
done with Manila.
Yeah.
We just wanted to surf.
Mm,
And then maybe put up something here, a small business which we didn't expect to
mm,
grow big, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next ones were the uh, same thing na parang gustong tumakas sa Manila but they don't want to have anything big here. They just want to work here
right.
sideline and then
Yeah.
parang in and out. Pwede sila
Mm,
mag in and out. And
I
then
mm,
during
see.
the pandemic, what I noticed was ang daming creatives talaga na nag-move.
That's right.
And then daming dancers, ang daming
Daming
'di ba?
totoo,
Parang we
dancers.
had
totoo.
you teach classes in
Yes.
in proper
Mm,
and in Alon and Sandy.
mm,
And then, but I also know that meron kang ginagawang community classes in San Fernando.
right. Yeah.
So,
Mm.
How's
can you talk about
that?
that?
So 2021 was like a whole different pandemic era of
Mm-hmm.
La Union. Parang tayo-tayo lang. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yes.
then eventually, I think Move and Groove started to fade out and
Mm-hmm.
started to search for the right people. And also maybe that was my way of saying na I want to teach dancers. I want
Mm-hmm.
to enable dancers. I
Ah.
think that's why Move and Groove hindi siya nag-work right now
Mm-hmm.
because right now it wants to reach out
Mm-hmm.
to the younger
Oo.
generation. So that's why right now I created Barangay Disco. It's meant
Ganda,
Oh.
barangay
Very
disco.
Barangay Disco.
Oo.
good.
So sabi ko, ba't ko ipipilit sa tourists?
Yes.
'Di ba? Kung ayaw naman nila, they just want fun. But right now, there's a community that's waiting to learn and hungry and who really wants to learn. So I have all the information, the
The
knowledge, the skill, the
resources, yeah.
resources.
Yeah.
So I'll make it work. So what I did was sabi ko I need this to be sustainable. I approached Tina Antonio. Sabi ko maybe you can fund the first one just
Mm.
so they don't have to pay for it.
So these are the youth from San Fernando.
Youth from San Fernando. Yeah.
Okay.
So, parang meron ng existing dance scene in San Fernando. So, I'm
So
just really
meron ng
Ooh.
helping.
dancing community.
Yeah, meron na. But I think, um, yung progress nila in terms or yung level of dance is still needs a little bit of help. Yeah. So that's why I'm I'm trying to present myself as a resource person.
How often do you hold classes there?
Right now twice a month. Tapos
Okay.
the goal is mentorship, like long-term relationship with these kids, so that they really have someone to like ask for help, when they need it in terms of like growth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you surf, JB? Do you surf?
I do.
Okay. So you have your own board and
Yeah,
then would you also say na surfing is one of the reasons that making you stay here in
I
La
think
Union?
so. Oh.
Mm-mm.
Feel ko nga nung bata pa lang ako, na-manifest ko na to live by the coast. I
Same.
already parang sort of envisioned na I want to live by the sea.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yun lang. And then, it so happened na na-addict ako sa surf.
Mm.
Tapos, yun na, dire-diretso na siya. Pero I think it was only when I moved here na parang nasanay yung katawan, mas yung parang yearning for like, I wanna go to the ocean and surf.
So, would you say parang being a dancer, being into movement, does it complement surfing?
For
Parang
sure.
do you bring that also into your surfing style?
Actually, hindi naman siya conscious effort na parang I'm gonna parang make it graceful. But the body just has this way of like adjusting as a dancer na parang weight shifting, like paano yung adjustment ng shoulders sa board and also yung stepping. Yan, parang it really
So
makes
knowing
sense.
dance, did it make learning to surf easier? Would you say or hindi rin? It just so
Hindi rin
happened
eh.
na
Mahirap din talaga yung surf. Oo, parang it really takes a lot of gut and parang actually a lot of guts.
That's
Diba?
right.
Parang if you're afraid of getting wiped out. Ako yun talaga yung fear ko, getting wiped
Yeah.
out. Parang
especially na dumadami yung crowd
Oo.
in the
Yeah.
lineup.
or you're surfing with really good surfers out there. Parang you don't want to mess up anyone's
Okay.
session. Parang
That's
ganun.
Yeah.
right.
So, yeah.
Okay, so aside from dance and now parang you have work here in La Union, I heard as a creative, you came up with Tipon Tipon
Mm-mm.
Tipon. So,
Mm-mm.
can you tell us more about it? What's Tipon Tipon?
So, nung kailan ba to? In 2022.
So last year.
Yeah, just last year.
Mm.
Me and Chloe were thinking about creating an art space. Because we were craving for yung mga ganong experiences, workshops, events that would invite artistic people or people who are just interested in creative work. So, parang after a year or within that year, I met Summer also who has done the same thing in Siargao. So sabi ko, oh well, that's already a proof of concept. It means may potential na siya
Yeah.
Pwedeng
to work.
replicate,
Oo.
yeah.
So,
So was it existing in Siargao or
it was called Gawa-Gawa, but that's entirely Summer's.
right. Okay.
Oo, it's not associated. So I
So
invited
Tipon Tipon is you,
Mm.
Chloe, and Summer.
and Summer.
Okay.
Yes. So Tipon Tipon is basically an art collective, and what we want to offer people who come to La Union is experiences and workshops. Experiences meaning mga photo walks or mga uh, art events that would really inspire people to create more or fall in love with creating.
So have you done any events for Tipon Tipon? Can you?
We've done Ukay Ka Lang, the first one, which gusto namin parang medyo easing
Yeah,
into introducing community
The collective,
and
yeah.
the collective and like tambay, ganyan. So parang mas Pinoy yung approach na, tara, tambay tayo dito. There's something, may ganap dito. That's one. And then, meron pang pangalawang event.
You have your
The
journal writing.
journaling.
Sorry.
Nanonood kami.
Ang dami kasi nangyayari. Yeah. We had journaling workshop with Nika Kosho and Camille Pilar. Si Nika Kosho, creative journaling. So, parang visuals and journaling in one. Si Camille Pilar naman, more on how do you express yourself through words.
So these workshops are meant for tourists, or you're also encouraging the local community and
I think
empowering the
we're
community.
I think we're trying to encourage or invite both, but mainly mga tourists who want to just get away from Manila and maybe not or people who don't want to party
Yeah.
but want to experience something nourishing there.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
saying it's not fun to party. I mean, it's
yeah,
good
yeah,
to
of course.
party. Masaya yan. We love it. But also sometimes you kind of crave that nourishment na I want to learn something. I want to bring home something after this trip.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm. Or do something worthwhile.
Oo,
Parang
yun.
aside from kasi nga parang in the last few years, parang La Union has been known as a
Yeah.
go-to party place,
Yes.
parang
Yeah.
outside of Manila.
Mm-mm.
And then tama ka, not everyone naman is really into
Mm.
partying. So
And
parang
yeah.
yeah, go
And I
ahead.
think there are a lot of creative people in La Union. And tayo-tayo lang din yung resources.
Mm,
So
mm.
why not, I mean, you
Share.
bake, that's something creative, diba?
Mhm.
So, parang, why not gather and create workshops and experiences for people to experience? I
That's
mean,
Mhm.
right.
andito na tayong lahat. And it's such a, La Union is such a creative space for me. That's how I see it. Other than yung party scene, it's filled with a lot of creative people.
Mm,
It's just
mm.
a matter of like cultivating it and
Mm.
you know.
So, 'di ba parang it's always an issue of like uh how being a creative is is hard to sustain. 'Di ba? Parang
It
yun yung
is.
sustainability, especially
Oo.
in any areas. Parang it's always need to be backed by a community. So would you say na you thrive here as a creative in La Union?
I think I do
Mm.
thrive here. Especially I work also with El Union.
Mm.
I think the way El Union is being run, I gravitated towards it because pareho kami mag-isip creatively. And the
Mm.
way we uh, parang want to live, it's not just in creating, but it's in how you live. Parang, okay. If life at your life, sorry, if life at your own terms works, and then that's how creative living is, I guess. Diba?
Mm.
Mahirap siguro kung walang wala kang outlet ng creativity. Like, I'm sure for you, Sabong was also
Yeah,
like
yeah.
an outlet, or even
Mm.
your training,
Or
diba?
may running.
Your running, that's an outlet. Yung
Mm.
easy
Yeah.
run,
Easy
diba?
Run Club.
That's an outlet. And I
Mm.
think people look for those things. And
Mm.
if you really want that creative life, you'll just have to parang
Find
go
ways.
for it.
Yeah.
Oh, find ways,
Uh-uh.
exactly. Like make a way.
Yeah. Make it happen.
'Di
Uh-uh.
ba?
And the community will back you up.
That's right.
Totoo.
Uh-uh.
Totoo.
Any other questions, G?
Uh, I
To
think
ask
that
you?
was it. I wanted to ask, as a creative, do you find more inspiration, or is it easier to get inspired to create more here as compared to when you're in Manila? I
Oh,
feel like in Manila parang it's so ang dami mong
Nakakahon ka
options.
or
No,
mm.
parang mas marami kang
Okay,
options to
okay,
like
okay.
bounce
Right.
ideas off of
Mm.
people. There's so many things happening, but here it's just steady and
Mm.
slow. So how
Ah,
does that help?
I think mas creative ako dito. I think iba yung effect ng nature, iba yung effect ng parang you have breathing time. Like you're not filled with traffic. Noise. Ang
Yeah,
daming noise sa Manila eh. Like
that's right.
it's just full of noise. Even if you're surrounded by artists or friends, parang sometimes you don't even get to talk about
Mm-hmm.
art, diba? Or creating. And for me, dito ko na feel na parang I can be freer. I can produce my own shit. I can tap this person. I think it's really the community that's making it easier actually.
Wow. When you find yourself in a rut, what do you do to get out of it?
Yuck.
Mga 10 days.
Parang way to go.
Diba? Like as a creative, it's
Yeah.
you can't avoid it. One way or another, you'll have a block or you'll be in a rut.
Mm, meditation, journal, um, hang out with friends, like
Cute.
I mean, trek, like
Mhm,
connect with
mhm.
nature. Andito talaga lahat.
That's where you draw inspiration.
Mm.
Yeah.
Or,
Going.
um, parang just to get a restart or
Mm-hmm.
get that inner peace. Sometimes, di ba, I mean,
Mm-mm.
it's really tough. I mean, maraming maganda about living here, but it's also tough. Like,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
to be always at the top of your game,
Oh yeah.
diba? It's not easy, but it's a decision.
Mm-mm.
And to take care of yourself sometimes kailangan ko siyang gawin. There's
Mm-mm.
no other option but to like, this is precious, my spirit is precious.
Mhm.
Like, what can I do? The nature is here. My friends are here. You know,
To,
I'm not alone.
Okay, so to close it off, JB, any what's in store for Tipon Tipon in the next coming months, or ano pa yung mga plans nyo for Tipon Tipon?
Right now,
Mm-mm.
meron kaming analog weekend. So everything analog weekend. We're doing workshops on film photography and coffee roasting and cupping.
Oh,
Mm.
So
wow.
um and then we'll just do a kickoff party.
Mm-mm.
This is in partnership with Sunny 16, the
Mm-mm.
film developing
Mm-mm.
brand.
Mm-mm.
So this is just one, but we'll do more creative meetups or mga workshop na pop-ups
Mm-mm.
ganyan,
Mm-mm.
or
And
art
it's
experiences
all gonna happen just here in La Union.
in La Union
In
lang.
La Union.
Yeah, for
Okay.
now.
For now.
For now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Any last tips to creatives who want to get out of Manila and move to La Union? Mm-hmm.
Huwag na kayo pumunta. Char lang.
Madami na.
No, I think
Okay.
We're
wait,
enough.
tips for creatives who want to move here.
Yeah, oo. Parang syempre nakita nila na you're thriving here.
Yeah.
Oo.
Just do it.
Mm-mm.
Stop calculating.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yun na.
Correct.
Okay. You're good?
Yes.
Okay,
That was
thanks so much,
beautiful.
Thank
JB,
you.
Thank
for
you.
coming in today.
Thanks,
Okay,
guys.
hope you had fun.
I had
Yeah.
fun.
So thanks for tuning in today. Please don't forget to follow, like, subscribe all our social media accounts. Alpas La Union in Facebook, Instagram. Please come visit Alpas here in Bacnotan, La Union. We'll be here. There's always a seat reserved for you. And join us next time in the next episode of the Beat.